Hey guys, I'm going to be showing you guys how to install the Buddy Club short shifter, which I have right here, and it's pretty simple. So first you're going to want to take off the shift knob, and in order to do that on the ep3, you just need to undo this little silver ring. It's quite simple, and then just twist off the knob. So once you get the knob off, the next part you're going to do is take off this little plastic housing. You're going to want to reach your fingers inside the boot like this, and you're going to pull out the housing and pop. You want to be careful with the edges here that you don't break them, because it can be stubborn like mine is being right now. There we go. And once you get it, you see this little wire here. You want to go ahead and undo. Okay, next what you're going to want to do is you're going to see two screws here. It's going to be a Phillips head. Should be pretty simple. You just need to remove those. And you'll get this metal bracket out, which you'll see in a little bit. There you go, there's a little metal bracket. You can actually do this after you remove the radio, which is what we're going to do next. But I just take it off at kind of the same time. So the radio should pop out pretty easily. As you saw, it was really simple. The next things you're going to do is disconnect all the wires that are connected to your radio on the back, as well as all the wires that are connected to the AC components. So boom, that was it. It was pretty simple. Didn't take much work. So that's your center dash right there. Pretty easy. Okay, now that we're here at the shifter, we're going to want to remove these two little metal clips on each one of these, I don't know what you call them, but I guess they're the part that connects to the shifter cable here on the actual shifter. So pretty simple. Try not to lose these because they'll be a bitch to get out later. Yeah, once you do that, it should separate pretty easily, as I'll show you in a second. So it's now separated, and this is what the clip, that's what the clip looks like. So now the shifter's completely separated. Let's see how it works. Pretty simple mechanism. And next, we want to get your little ratchet set, and it's going to be a 12 millimeter to get these 4 bolts out right here. Right, and that's them out. Okay, so the next part is going to be these 2 plastic clips, and I'm bringing out the short shifter so I can show you where they're located. But as you see, it's in the very bottom over here. Hopefully you can see my finger, and I'm going to turn it upside down now so I can actually show you. So as you see, it kind of slides in. There's little locking points in it, so you're going to have to twist the plastic. I forgot which way each one goes, but you just need to twist it, and you'll see it start moving and sort of coming out of these holes. This is probably the most difficult part of the whole short shifter thing, and putting them in is a little bit difficult as well. But usually you're just going to get a really big flathead screwdriver, and the plastic pieces have little knobs on them. So if you have a big enough one, you should just be able to push it. You don't get something too small, because if it's too small, you might actually crack the plastic, and then you know, that's your shifter cable. You don't want to have to replace those. So make sure to get something pretty big here. Okay guys, I'm doing this by hand here, so the camera might be a little bit shaky, but I just wanted to show you guys the plastic clip that I'm talking about, and that's right here. As you see, these little knobs on it, and you're going to want to twist it. I'm getting on the back side here because mine I have to twist it counterclockwise, and as you see, it's twisting there. And if you get it enough, it will just pop right off, just like that. And then you want to go ahead and do it on the other side as well. Okay, so once you get those plastic pieces off, the last part is actually getting the shifter out. It might be a little bit difficult because there's a lot of things that are getting in the way, as well as those shifter pieces you just popped off, the shifter cables. they will want to get in your way. So you just have to kind of maneuver it around a little bit, and it should pop out relatively easy once you get past the shifters. Boom. And there's the cable getting in the way again. And it's out. And also, just one thing I wanted to say before I actually put this in is make sure to inspect your buddy club shifter thoroughly before you install it. I actually had a bad part here on the bottom where it was eroded away, and it was just a defect. But it's something you probably want to catch before you get stuck like I was, shifting, and then suddenly you kind of lose your shifter. You're stuck in gear, and all you can do is hold in the clutch in the middle of the road. It's kind of a scary feeling. So inspect your shifter before you install it. And this one looks fine, so we're going to go ahead and put it in. Okay, that took like 5 minutes longer than I expected, but now that we're finally done getting them in, the next part we're going to want to go ahead and do is bolt these up and then attach the these pieces into the shifter and install the metal clipping. So, should only take a second. Cool. Then you're going to go ahead and snap these in, which you might want to use your big screwdriver to pry with. You got to get like a prying angle. It's kind of difficult here. There we go. So that one's on. And then this one as well. Cool. So once you get it, you should be able to shift now. And as you can see, it's much shorter and a lot stiffer. So next parts are to install these clips, which sometimes can be a pain, or they can be really easy, just like that. There we go. So then it's on. Okay, so don't forget to go ahead and just check everything over before you actually start assembling the plastic pieces. You know, make sure all of your gears work. Make sure the plastic cable attachments are secure and tight. Mine look good. The shifter seems to be working fine. I don't see much movement. So I think it's good to go. Okay, sorry for the quality, guys. I know it's getting dark here. But the last part you're going to do is reinstall all the plastic pieces, pretty much the radio trim and the shift knob plastic piece. But before you do that, I'm going to put in this metal bracket first. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and put it in the radio. And don't forget to hook up all the wires. And like I said, each plug has its own hole, so you can't really mess up. Making sure this plastic piece lines up. There's a little alignment there. There we go. Boom. Alright, last piece is right here, plastic shifter thing. Don't forget to hook up your hazard plug to it. There you go. Last part is the shift knob. I got the Skunk 2 weighted shift knob, so I'm going to go ahead and install this. pretty nice. I got this mainly because let me get some light on here. Mainly because it's the 6-speed, and now I have a 6-speed transmission, which is why I did the Buddy Club short shifter install, because it was actually originally meant for a Type R Honda Civic, and Type R is a 6-speed. So in order to get it reverse and be able to shift into all 6 gears nice and smooth, it's best to go ahead and upgrade to the Buddy Club short shifter.
I thought you'd hear me singing.
And that is the completed install. As you can see, looks very nice. Let's go ahead and test it. Alright, so it's now complete, and the throws are much shorter. And the weighted shift knob actually makes it quite a bit easier to shift into gear. And I still need to tighten this down a tad bit more. I'll probably just need to screw up that nut that's right there. It's a little bit loose. It's going to need a blowable wrench to go ahead and tighten that up. So I'll do that on my own. But there you go. Hope that helped some of you all.
So I opened up the door.